At the 2025 SVG College Summit, Brandon Costa from Sports Video Group, honored to be joined by Ken Cleary from the University of North Carolina. Sir, always a pleasure to see you, sir. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing great.
Thanks for making it out for the event. Very, very busy year. You all probably aren't even really done yet with baseball and softball still playing and everything like that. So when you reflect on the year somewhat, knowing that it's not done, what are some of the highlights for you over at Tar Heel Country?
Earlier in March of this year, we did our 1,000th broadcast for ACC Network, or ACC Network / ESPN since the start of the ACC Network in 2019. We sort of tracked it from there. So that to us was a pretty big milestone.
Sure.
We're about 220 productions this year, all in at various different levels of streamed and linear productions and all that kind of stuff.
Sure.
Just trying to figure out what the world holds for us in the next few years.
Yeah, very, very cool. Yeah, congratulations on that milestone. Yeah, you mentioned it. I mean, when is college athletics not a volatile industry? But especially right now, it feels so. You were on a panel at the session here talking about NIL, but also the looming, which who knows, by this video has gone up, it might be decided, the looming House versus the NCAA settlement that's really going to change how athletic departments divisions like yours approach their budgets and everything like that. How do you anticipate that might change how you do things in the future?
Yeah, I think at this point, with every school, particularly in the Power Four, really trying to be fully funding revenue sharing to student athletes, that's an additional $20 million that'll hit the books in 25-26 that didn't ever exist before.
Yeah.
So I think people in our positions are either going to be forced to reduce costs and cut your budget, or you're going to have to find new sources of revenue. And so, from our standpoint, the people in our group, are obviously you don't want to lose anyone. You don't want hiring freezes. So we approach it very much like, hey, let's go find revenue where we can. Let's see how we can. Some of it is just recapturing some costs that we haven't done in the past, where we were just providing services to people because we thought it was the right thing to do, and if it costs us money, then we should be doing that. But then also, how do you monetize your archive? Are your asset management tools good enough that you can then, if somebody goes, hey, we'd like to do this thing of a student athlete from 15 years ago, that you have ready access to that content.
Interesting.
Lots of those kinds of things.
Yeah, all right, fascinating. Obviously, you guys are still very busy, but I imagine it's nice to get off campus every once in a while, come meet your colleagues, schools of all shapes and sizes. For someone like you who's very high demand in the ACC, what are the advantages of being able to be at a conference like this?
Anytime you get an opportunity to step away from your day-to-day of just in the panel on mental health of like you're in your routine and that's very important for you to do your job, but anytime you get a chance to step away and talk to people who do things a little bit differently, or you can just brainstorm of hey, how do you handle this, and maybe they have the same problem, you just talk about it a little bit. Those kinds of things are invaluable, so the conversations that happen outside of really what's going on in the ballroom, and then the panels are always great, because again, it gets your thought process going of, oh, there's a different way to approach this, or we've got to start thinking about 2110. So hey, how does our IP infrastructure need to change to make all that happen? So that's great, and then just the vendors are awesome as well. Again, when you're looking for new ideas, and a lot of the times you come with a specific, hey, we need new cameras, we need new X, Y, or Z, but then there's a lot of times where you're just, hey, I just need to see what's out there, and it sparks something for a year or two down the road where it's like, we need to plan for that. So it's fantastic.
Your continued support of us is invaluable. We really appreciate you being here, and thanks so much for making time with us.
You got it. Awesome. Great.
Always a pleasure. Thanks so much, and congratulations on the College Sports Media Award win last night.
Walk-off win.
Outstanding live game. Yep. Give it a walk-off, submit that thing. For more of everything going on here at the 2025 SVG College Summit, just head on over to our website at sportsvideo.org. Our video platform, SVG Play, will have a full video archive of everything happening on the main stage.